forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Look at the WHO recommendations is the doctor to patient ratio should be 1 to 1,000. But Embu County has about 80 doctors with a population of about 1.2 million. So therefore, it means that Embu County should have about 300 doctors. So there's a big shortage of doctors in this county. The same way it is in all other counties in the country. But this is quite serious. That's why we are saying in the last 5 years, there's not been any employment. We were doing a tabulations on the counties, how they've been employing. But we realized that in the last 6 years, Embu County has employed less than 10 doctors. It then means that as much as the population is increasing, there's no priority to offer the services as needed. And that's why we are demanding that as the county is doing its budgeting, they must promote the doctors, they must employ the doctors, and they must employ them in the right terms so that the residents of this county can benefit in the right to health care as enshrined in Article 43 of the Constitution. It is the right for every resident that if you go to the hospital and you're told that there is no drug, ask yourself, who did you vote in? If you go to the hospital and you're being told that there's no doctor, then ask yourself, where is the money that is...
My name is Dr. Dennis Mugambi. I'm the KMPDU branch chairperson for Upper Eastern. Today we have met with consultants and doctors in Embu County to agitate for the poor working conditions that have been witnessed in Embu County for the last 10 years. We expected there will be a change with the change of governor in Embu County, but we are sending a very stern warning to Madam Cicely Barriere because doctors in Embu County have not been promoted for the last 10 years. We are aware that she has taken the mantle of leadership just for the last 8 months, but we want to send a warning because even within this particular 8 months, there is no step that has been taken by the county government of Embu towards solving the crisis of shortage of doctors in Embu County, promoting doctors in Embu County, payment of statutory deductions. Essentially, it is illegal for somebody to deduct your money and not submit it in your bank. Some of the people, some of our colleagues here in Embu County are losing their properties to the bank. Some of our colleagues are losing whatever they have been earning, whatever they have invested for the last 10 years to the banks due to non-payment of statutory deductions. So we are telling the governor, if this issue is not sorted out, in the next 21 days, there shall be a massive strike of healthcare workers, not just doctors, in Embu County. We are sending a warning that any resident in the next 21 days should seek services in Kirinyaga County and Tharaka Nithi County and Meru County for the services of healthcare, whatever health is supposed to provide in Embu County, since Embu County has been an hostile employer. Thank you and God bless you.
The county of Embu a notice for strike that will be beginning on the next 21 days, that's 28th. But at the same time, we are taking the Embu County to court for actually deducting the statutory deductions from the doctors are not limiting to the respective bodies. In the last about 5 months, the county has not remitted any statutory deductions that have been deducted. These are different. We have NHIF that's not been remitted of about 8 million. We have about unions that have not been remitted up to 5-6 million. We have loans that goes up to 60 million of doctors that have not been remitted. We have SACCOs and insurances that have not been remitted over 40 million. So all these doctors, they get a salary sometimes and they go to the bank and they're not able to access the money because this has been withheld by the different banks. So it's actually an injustice and immoral for the counties to deduct the salaries, to deduct the statutory deductions and fail to remit to the respective bodies. That's what we're demanding, that they have to remit these immediately. It's an injustice that cannot be tolerated and cannot wait any further. It's very clear that this year, over 90% of the doctors that work in the Embu County could not be cleared by the Kenya Revenue Authority, and this is clearly because there was a stipulation and a statement that the county has not remitted the pay for since 2016. So I think it's high time that KRA need to look at such counties and actually deduct the monies instead of subjecting the workers to such a tedious process of not getting cleared when they need to travel or when they need to do their activities. Thank you. See, what I'm saying is that they have not paid, and that's why we have bringing it as an issue. That's why we are going to court. You see, if you feel like if a county has paid, we won't be agitating, we won't be proceeding to prosecute this matter in the courts. We will have not been. We will actually be easy. But these statutory deductions have not been paid. And we know very well that the national government has remitted all the monies to the counties. It's no longer an issue of exchequer. It's an issue of the counties' commitment to sort it out. Thank you. That we are not politicians, and we speak facts. The moment the member says that they can't access loans, that they are being blacklisted, and those things are happening, it's a fact. It's not a political. We have no political ambition in Embu. What we are saying is that the right things need to be done, and they need not to be done tomorrow. They need to be done now, for the safety of the doctors and for the safety of the residents of Embu. That like Embu County holds KEMSA money, and that's why they're not able to even get drugs from KEMSA as at now. They are only relying now on getting a few limited drugs from meds. So that is the reality. That is the situation why if you go to passport check at the Embu County Referral Hospital, you will not get drugs. The doctors are frustrated because they cannot deliver their services because the counties have under-equipped them. And that's why we are calling on the county government. But it's not a point for saying that they are drugs or something like that. It's a reality that they need to have drugs, they need to have equipment. We need to be able to offer services to the residents of this county. And that's why we are calling upon the county that we do not want a progression or a propagation of the previous regime or the previous county in this new regime. The manifesto and the commitments to health for all that the governor promised, she should implement it. That's what you're asking for her. That's what you're asking of the residents of the county, that they need to actually demand for the same, because healthcare is a right.